Have you ever wondered when is the right time to become sexually involved with a partner? If so, today we're going to help you find answers to that question. Today we're going to talk about when is the right time to begin having sex in a relationship. This channel is all about principle-based living and using principles or laws to help us with the decisions and choices that we make in life. So to become sexually involved with a person, it's a pretty big decision, and it has a lot of impact on your life and on the life of the person that you may be sexually involved with. Before we kind of get into the reasons to become sexually involved and the reasons not to, then let's talk about, first of all, what would be a reason that I want to be sexually involved. I have to look at my intent behind my behavior. So is my intent selfish or self-interest? And a selfish decision is one that seems to benefit me in the short term, but in the long term does not benefit me. And a selfish decision also does not benefit others. Selfish decisions do not follow principles and at times just seem to defy principles. A self-interest choice is one that does benefit me long term and it benefits other people. It may seem not to benefit me in the short term, but in the long term, it does benefit me. So I'm in a relationship and I'm thinking about taking it to the next step and becoming sexually involved with this person. I want to ask myself, why? Why do I want to do that? And can be several different reasons. Let's say the first one is I'm feeling pressured by this person and I have this fear that if I don't become sexually involved with the person, then the person may leave me. Would that be a self-interest reason to become sexually involved? The fear that if I don't do what the person wants, the person will leave me. Well, if I think that I can make that person stay involved with me, I'm violating a principle, because one of the foundational principles is the principle of control. And what we know is we can only control ourselves. And there are only three things about ourselves that we control: our conscious thoughts, our emotions, and our behaviors. We cannot control the behaviors of others. So if I believe that there is something that I can do or not do that will keep a person in a relationship with me, then I can know that that is a selfish choice because I am violating a principle. I can't control another person. I can't control what they think about me. I can't control whether they want to be with me or don't want to be with me. All I can do is influence them. So another reason that I may decide to get sexually involved with another person or my partner is because I want to feel loved and I want to feel accepted. And I think that by having sex with the person that I'm going to feel loved, because that's the ultimate expression of love, right? Well, maybe, because what if the person that you're having sex with doesn't really love you? That person just wants your body and is just using you to get something that they want. Now, I'm doing it because I want love, and if I don't get that love, then how am I going to feel about myself? Am I going to feel better about myself or worse about myself? And if I feel worse, now I'm going to seek even more to get that love that I feel like I'm lacking. The truth is that love needs to start with myself. I need to be okay with who I am, and I need to love myself before I can ever allow somebody else to love me for who I truly am. And there may be a third reason, and there could be many reasons, but I'm going to just talk about these three. The third one would be, I just like having sex. I enjoy it. So it feels good and it makes me happy. So there are a lot of things in life that we do that maybe feel good or make us feel good or happy in the moment. We can look at food and drugs and alcohol and addictions and all of those things. They will give us a short-term fix to make us feel good, but long term, it just makes the problem worse and perpetuates the problem. So there's one other thing to think about if you're going to become sexually involved with another person. So if a man and a woman have sex, there is always the possibility that there could be a pregnancy. If I'm having sex just because it's fun and I enjoy it, but now I end up getting the girl that I'm with pregnant, or if I'm the girl and I end up getting pregnant, now what? So there's some things to think about in addition to why I would want to have sex. I would want to think about, okay, there is the possibility that if we have sex together, we could end up with a pregnancy. So if so, is the person that I am having sex with the person that I want to be married to? Is it the person that I want as the father or the mother of my child? Am I really ready to be a father or a mother? If the answer to those questions is no, then it's an obvious answer that if I'm getting sexually involved with somebody, it's a selfish choice. I'm doing it for the wrong reason, hoping or expecting that I'm going to get something out of it that I will not get. And in fact, what I am doing by making a selfish choice is I'm reinforcing those negative beliefs that are already driving this behavior, this selfish behavior, and I actually make the problem or the situation worse. And so when is the appropriate time to become sexually involved with another person? I believe that time is when you're married. Because if you're really committed to that person and you want to be together with that person and you want that person to be the mother or the father of your child and you are ready to be a mother or a father, then why not go ahead and get married? In the work that I do, I see on almost a daily basis the outcome of children that are born into relationships where there is not that commitment. So oftentimes where the parents never were together, they never were married, or they ended up getting married, but they got married for selfish reasons and the relationship didn't work out, and so there's a divorce. So as an adult, I may be able to deal with the consequences of my choices, but whenever there's relationships and sex involved, we have to remember that there's other people's lives who are affected as well, and they may not be in a position to deal with our choices as well as we are. And so we have effects upon them that influence them and how they see themselves and the decisions and choices that they make in their life. So the best possible outcome of when is the best time to become sexually involved is when you're ready to get married, to make that permanent with the person that you love, and together you make a decision. Here's the other thing. So again, I said earlier that sex is kind of the culmination of a relationship. Make sure that the relationship is strong first, that there is friendship and that there is love one for another, and then you can make that relationship even stronger and better by adding the sexual part to it. Thanks for watching today. If you like what you hear, go ahead and subscribe to our channel so that you can get notifications daily of new videos. If you want to know more about who we are and what we do, visit our website at principlebasedliving.com. And if you're watching this on LinkedIn, make sure you follow me here.